Yo, what's up, Aquarius? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of November 2017. Aquarius, the sun is going to be in your area of career throughout the month of November 2017. So get ready to put your professional hat on. You might see an increase in your workload throughout the first 3 weeks of November 2017. There's going to be more interactions with bosses, clients, and coworkers. So you're going to be a lot busier around your office than you usually are, and then the sun's going to shift on November 21st, and it's going to shift into an area for you that has to do more with sociability and having fun. So then you get a nice break. So yeah, you're going to be working pretty hard throughout the month of November 2017, but then towards the end of the month, once the fourth week of November arrives, the sun's going to shift and it's going to move into an area for you that has to do more with your friendships and social media and just having a good time. So you get a nice break there at the end of the month. But those are the main themes for you, Aquarius, for the month of November 2017. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, on November 2nd, Mercury is aspecting retrograding Chiron positively. Now, Chiron is an asteroid in our solar system that has to do with basically when Chiron's aspecting, it has to do with you're probably just too sensitive about something potentially. So potentially there's a conversation that's taking place with somebody in your career or somewhere in the area where you earn your money, and it's probably not as big of a deal as you think it is. So some of you might be making a bigger deal, like you're making mountains out of molehills over something that's really not that big of a deal. So whenever you see Chiron aspecting a planet, I mean, even if it's aspecting positively like the way it is to Mercury on November 2nd, Chiron still gives us this sort of it's like basically some sort of feeling of uncertainty there. So overall, the aspect between Mercury and Chiron is positive on November 2nd. So whatever's developing in your career is a positive thing. This also has to do with the way you earn your money. You're just a little bit potentially you're just maybe not as the process isn't as smooth as you want it to be. On November 4th, there's a full moon. This has to do with this shift in your home life situation. So some of you might be having some changes regarding your home life following November 4th. So this is going to resonate differently for all Aquarians. I'm going to go right down the line and talk about different ways for different Aquarians that this could resonate. So for example, some Aquarians following the full moon on November 4th, maybe you're going to see somebody move out, maybe you're going to see somebody move in. Obviously not all of you are having a baby, but this area has to do with sometimes where there's a full moon in this area, there are some that do have a child during this time. Other Aquarians, potentially maybe you're going to be doing a home renovation. Some Aquarians potentially going to a new residence altogether, so maybe you're just going to move to a new zip code. But you can expect some sort of changes regarding your home life or your family situation following the full moon on November 4th. And on November 9th, the sun is positively aspecting to Pluto. And this is a really good aspect for any behind the scenes work that needs to be done in your career. So if you have a career where it requires you to go behind the scenes for any reason, or work in a manner that's more inconspicuous, this is good for that. Now, for other of you Scorpios, I mean, with Pluto being in the mix, Pluto's in this area that's very sultry for you. So this has to do potentially for some of you have a secret attraction, or you're secretly involved with somebody who you know from your career. And this could be a pretty deep connection because Pluto's there. Pluto's not really this. Pluto is the antithesis or the opposite of anything that's lighthearted. So potentially this connection that you have with somebody in your career, it goes pretty deep. So you connect with this person on more of a profound level, and this also has to do potentially with some of you Aquarians could see something come to a completion in your career. So Pluto's in this area of completions. So maybe something you've been working on for a while in your career now coming to a completion or to a finish. And it's whatever it is really positive because the sun is aspecting positively to Pluto on November 9th. On November 11th, Saturn is aspecting retrograding Uranus. And this has to do with communicating in your friendship. So some of you could communicate something on November 11th, and Saturn's the planet of long term. So this could have some sort of long term effect, potentially something you're communicating in your friendships or potentially something that you're communicating on social media could have a resonating effect, or some sort of permanent effect potentially. And Uranus is the planet of the unexpected. Uranus is your ruler too, so this is something that is serendipitous. This is something that's spontaneous, something that's coming up unexpected potentially regarding social media, friendships, might have to do with technology. Maybe all of a sudden you're communicating to an audience in an impromptu matter for some reason. So there's different ways that this could resonate on November 11th. And on November 13th, Venus, the planet of love, is aligning with Jupiter in your area of career. So this suggests that some of you have, Jupiter is a big planet and Venus is the planet of love. So some of you have a big attraction for somebody who's in your career. So especially if you're a single Aquarius, your career is the place to look if you're looking for love. And this alignment between Jupiter and Venus says this is big. I mean, whoever you're connecting with in your career, Aquarius, for love, this is somebody who is going to be really special for you. And this also has to do with creativity. So this Venus is the planet of creativity. So potentially some of you could be really utilizing some ingenuity in your career, and it could be really benefiting your career overall. On November 18th, there's a new moon in Scorpio, and Scorpio is your 10th house of career. So that's where a lot of this is where a lot of the aspects are occurring this month. Different parts of the sky mean different things for different signs, and for you, the area of Scorpio has to do with your career. So this new moon in the sign of Scorpio, it's called your 10th house, and following the 6 months that follow the new moon in this area of career for you, potentially new stuff coming up with your career. So that's going to mean different things for different Aquarians. I mean, some Aquarians obviously are going to be having something like, basically you're just going to have a new career opportunity altogether that's going to come in. Now others of you, not so much. Others of you, potentially it's just a developmental process within your existing career. So whatever your occupation is now, it's just adding on to it. It's like more new things, like you're learning more potentially, or there's just new developments, new stuff happening within your organization, your current company. But like I said, some other Aquarians could see a new career opportunity pop up altogether. So if you are an Aquarian that's looking for something completely new, the 6 months that follow November 18th, potentially you could see something come up. Others of you who may be just starting out with a career, you're just going to be learning a lot more about it. It's the developmental process for your current, for your current occupation, your current profession. On November 22nd, Neptune is finally coming out of its retrograde. It's been retrograding in your area of money since June 16th. So retrograde's where the planet looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. What does that mean astrologically? Well, it's been retrograding since June 16th. And this is probably, for some of you, it might have put up a hold up, it might have caused some kind of delay or hold up regarding your money. So Neptune already is a confusing planet, but when it goes retrograde, it can be even more confusing. It can create a lack of clarity. So, potential lack of clarity in the area where you earn your money since June 16th. Now Neptune's moving forward on November 22nd. It's going direct again on November 22nd. So you should have a lot more clarity coming in when it comes to how you operate in the area where you earn your money. Retrogrades also cause delays and hangups. So, potentially some of you who've been waiting for a payout or waiting for money to come in, if this is resonating with you that way, then, maybe while the planet was retrograding, that money was stuck, or wasn't coming in or delayed when it was supposed to. But now the planet's Neptune's moving forward again on November 22nd. It's going direct again November 22nd. So potentially some of you are finally going to receive the money that you needed coming in following November 22nd, when Neptune goes direct again. On November 24th, Mercury is aspecting Chiron, and this suggests that Chiron's retrograding still on November 24th, and this implies that some of you are just, there's a work-life balance problem here. There is a like, the area where you earn your money is outweighing the area of your social life. So you're spending too many late nights in the office, And there's got to be some kind of way to figure this out, Aquarius. And there needs to be more of a balance. And Chiron there is suggesting that you might be feeling sort of sensitive about this. And basically Chiron is retrograding, or for retrograde or for release in this area where you earn your money. So it sounds like outdated perceptions about the way you earn your money need to be are for retrograde, are for replaced. So, potentially the way you're approaching something in the area where you earn your money needs to be replaced so something better can come in. And I just try not to let the area where you earn your money outweigh your social. I mean, it's important to have a social life too. It's important for your mental health. It's important for your physical health. It's important for all aspects of your life to have a good balance between your career and between your social life. On November 30th, Pluto is aspecting the North Node, and this implies that some of you have a secret connection. It's a secret relationship with somebody who is I'm sorry, this is just a secret relationship altogether. So potentially some of you are just in a secret relationship. Others of you are just having a private moment with somebody. So who's secret in your life? Or, if you're in a relationship, you might just be having a private moment with your SO on November 30th. That's all for this month, Aquarius. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.